Hello all, welcome to Jonet Solution. Today we are going to see ARP, Address Resolution Protocol. In this session we are going to learn about the ARP, that is Address Resolution Protocol. ARP will work on the data link layer, layer 2 of the OSI reference model. ARP used to find the MAC address of the system like computer, router, firewall, those who have the 48-bit interface. ARP used to layer 3 network IP address to find layer 2 data link MAC address. ARP use layer 2 broadcast MAC address as 12F to find the system exact MAC address. ARP used 32-bit IP address to find 48-bit MAC address. Why we need to use ARP to find the system MAC address? So in beginning, in OSI reference model, we have learned that the sender which will send the data from application to physical, that is top to bottom, when the receiver can receive the data from physical to application. So the system to system communication we have referred in OSI reference model, system to system respective layers only can communicate. That means layer 1 will communicate to layer 1, layer 2 data link must be communicated to another system of the layer 2 data link. Layer 3 network layer will communicate to layer 3 network layer. The transport layer will communicate to transport layer, session layer will communicate to session layer, presentation layer will communicate to presentation layer, application layer will communicate to the application layer. This is the communication between the two different systems. What about within a system or inside the PC? Inside or within the system, adjacent layers only can communicate with each other. That is, application layer will communicate to presentation layer. Presentation layer can communicate with both application layer and the session layer. Like that, session layer can communicate with presentation layer and the transport layer. Here the layer will not skip beside adjacent layers. So like that, within a system, it will communicate. So in OSI reference model, we learned that system to system respective layers can communicate. So that we are using layer 3 IP address to communicate with another system layer 3 network IP address. By using the IP address, we are trying to communicate with each other. The network IP address will work on the layer 3, that is network layer. How to check the layer 3 communication of the system by using the ping command? Usually we will use ping command. In PC0, we will ping 192.168.0.2, the PC1 IP address. In PC1, we will ping 192.168.0.1, that is PC0's IP address. This is the layer 3 communication between the two systems. Now, how the layer 3 working as like how the layer 2 will work. So, why we need to use ARP to find the system MAC address? Because layer 2 data link wants to communicate with another system layer 2 only. For that, we are not going to manually add or communicate the layer 2 address. It will automatically happen by using the ARP protocol. So, ARP will work on the data link layer, that is layer 2 of the OSI reference model. Now, how to find the IP address of the system by using the ipconfig command on both the system? Usually, we will use ipconfig. Once you enter this command on the command prompt, it will list out your IP address and the subnet mask. So, how to find the layer 2 MAC address of the system by using the command ipconfig /all. Once you given, we can able to find the physical address, that is the layer 2 MAC address of the system interface. Now, how to check the ARP table of the system by using the ARP -a in the command prompt. So at the initial stage, the system will not contact any system, or this system is not communicated with any other system then we can able to find no ARP entry was found. So that ensures that no ARP entry found, it shows that no layer 2 address learned by the system. At the same time, no layer 2 communication has happened on the system. Now, how to check the layer 3 communication of the system by using the ping command we already done. Once the layer 3 communication will happen, then only our ARP has successfully learned by the system. So once you successfully ping from one system to another system, then now check your ARP table from the system, ARP space -a. Then you can able to find that IP address and the MAC address of the system. Now, after successful ping, now the system can learn another system layer 2 MAC address. Right? PC0 has learned PC1 MAC address and put it in the ARP table. Now PC1 can learn PC0 MAC address and it will put it in its own MAC address table. It is the ARP table. System level, it is the ARP table. Select the simulation mode to right bottom of the Cisco Packet Tracer tool to learn step by step how this layer 2 communication has happened. If you are using real-time mode, so we cannot see that packet level information. So type ping 192.168.0.2 from system 0. Now this system 0 will generate a 2 packet information. One is layer 3 ICMP, that is Internet Control Message Protocol, because we are using the ping command. And one more packet at layer 2, it was generated system. So usually layer 2 we will refer as frame only. Layer 3 packet, layer 4 segment, layer 1 bits and bytes. Like that, it will generate layer 3 and layer 2 packet. Now we will open that ICMP packet and ARP packet to view. Layer 3 network IP header information have source IP address, that is 192.168.0.1, that is a PC0's IP address. Destination IP address as 192.168.0.2, that is a PC1 IP address. This is a layer 3 protocol because we are using ICMP with the help of ping. Now in layer 2, it will put its own MAC address, that is 00E0 9F66E2E3, that is PC0's MAC address. So first initial PC0 doesn't know the PC1 MAC address. So it used layer 2 broadcast MAC address, that is 12F. So in simulation mode, we need to use forward button to start the event. After selecting, now the layer 2 frame is moved from PC0 to PC1. Once it moved, we will open that third event from the PC0 to PC1 with ARP frame, double click it. Then we can able to find that what is the inbound frame, what is the outbound frame. In inbound, it shows the MAC address and it try to find the PC0's MAC address. That's why it is 12F. Now in out layer, it put its own MAC address, that is 006047E2 0D-BC. It sends to its PC0 with the respective layer 2 MAC address. Now, open the second and third tab of the frame to view more information about the frame. Here we can able to see the source address and the MAC address, source IP address and the destination IP address, a lot of informations. Select the forward button. Now, layer 3 packet will move from PC1 to PC0. So, you can open the respective packet and open the packet level information. Now, PC1 sends its own MAC address to PC0. So, outbound PDU detail tab, we can find more information. Now, forward the layer 3 packet from PC0 to PC1. This will happen up to 4 successful. This communication will happen for 4 successful reply. Now open the ICMP packet in the simulation panel. We can now see in and out layer information. So here it detailedly learn what is a SRC IP, that is source IP, DEST, that is destination IP address. It using the ICMP protocol, and layer 2 header, that is MAC address, it has exchanged. So now for successful reply from PC1 to PC0, we can able to see the ARP. How to view the ARP in the system? Type ARP on the both system to view the ARP table. So now we need to type this command in the command prompt. After a successful reply, we will get the ARP. Now PC0 has connected PC1. PC1 has just replied to that packet. Now PC1 also simultaneously learned the PC0's IP address as well as its MAC address. Like this only, layer 2 communication will happen in the LAN network or system to system network. So this is our end of the theory session. Now we are going to see the lab session. So I have taken the two PC and I am trying to assign the IP address 192.168.0.1 and one more system 192.168.0.2. You know that 192.168.0 network will be the 0.0 network address, 192.168.0.255 as a broadcast IP address. Now try to open this system. So initially it won't have any IP address, we need to manually assign. Select the desktop, go to the IP config. In the static, we need to enter 192.168.0.1. Just press the tab button, so automatically Packet Tracer will assign the default subnet mask. So once you're done, go to the command prompt. Okay. For IP address, we need to use the command IP config. So it will list your IP address and subnet mask. Now we want to know our layer 2 MAC address. That means we need to use ipconfig space /all. Once you hit the command, now we can able to see that 00E0 F9 66 E2 E3. This IP address I have placed here. Now go to PC1. Again go to select the desktop. In that IP config, we need to assign the IP address, that is 192.168.0.2. So here we are not going to use any gateway here, only IP address and subnet mask is enough for system to system communication. Once you given, just go to the command prompt, check what is the command IP config. Once you given the IP config, we can able to see the system IP address and the subnet mask. Now we want to know the layer 2 MAC address. Then what we have to use? We have to use the special command ipconfig space /all. Once you hit the enter, we can able to see the physical IP address, that is 006047E20DBC. This is a layer 2 MAC address for PC1. So I have placed here, that is 006047E2 O0DBC. It's not a O, 0. Now we have a similar device. Definitely we should go to use the cross cable. So we need to plug the fast Ethernet. Then again in this system also we need to plug it in the fast Ethernet. Once you given the connection, we got the green indication. Now after connecting the cable, just go through the command ARP space -A. We cannot see any ARP entry because this system is not communicated with anyone. Any other system is also not communicated this system. No ARP entry found. Now the same command I am going to execute on the PC1 also. What is the command? ARP -A. No ARP entry was found. Now from the PC0, I am trying to ping PC1. What is the PC1 IP address? 192.168.0.2. So before hitting my enter, I'm going to select the simulation mode because I want to learn very deeply on the packet level. Go to the system, move the screen. Now once I hit the enter, now this system will generate two packets. One is belongs to ICMP, that is layer 3 packet. So it has its source IP address 192.168.0.1, that is PC0's IP address, and 192.168.0.2, that is a PC1 IP address. Now try to open the R packet. In that R packet, it was clearly mentioned that 00E0F966E2E3, that is a PC0 MAC address. Now it trying to communicate with PC1 MAC address. It initially doesn't know the PC1 MAC address. So it using the 12F, that is layer 2 broadcast MAC address. Now layer 3 information is added in the layer 2. This is a PDU, protocol data unit. This is a PDU packet. Now select the fast forward or forward button. Now one of the packet is sent from PC0 to PC1. Now open the R packet which is received at PC1. So here it was very clear that PC0 has its own MAC address, that is we will consider the last 4 digit E2, E3. Now it trying to send 12F to find the PC1 MAC address. Now in the out layer from the PC1, now it is going to send its layer 2 MAC address, that is 0DBC to PC0. Now select the forward. Now again that PC1 replied to the PC0. Now open at the PC0. Now PC0 has learned the PC1 MAC address. That is PC0 MAC address is E2, E3, PC1 MAC address 0DBC. Like that, second it will try to ping the ICMP packet because it was learned the layer 2 MAC address. Now we can able to clearly see that layer 3 communication source address, destination address. Now layer 2 source MAC address and the destination MAC address. In the out layer, it sent its own IP address and MAC address as a source and destination to the replier. Now it was very clear. Now this communication will happen up to the 4 successful ping. So this communication will keep on running. Now I am going to select the real time mode here. Once it selected, go to the PC0. Now you can able to see that 4 successful reply from the PC0. We are trying to ping with the layer 3 IP address. Now we will get the layer 2 MAC address also. How to find? Again enter the same command R space -A. Now you can find that PC1 IP address as well as PC1 MAC address. Now go to the PC1. It simply reply to each packet. It is not trying to ping the PC0. Now what happened? PC1 also simultaneously learn its PC0 IP address as well as its MAC address. So like this only that layer 2 communication will happen. Layer 2 communication is based on the MAC address. Layer 2 communication will happen in the local area network, whether it is system to system or it is based on the switch network. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching this session. Thank you all.